By default, we either fight or flight when we are under pressure. Sometimes we brave ourselves, embrace the situation with our past experiences, or just run away from it. Either way, it's more like a hit or miss kind of situation. We barely survive under pressure for most of the time. And to many, it's hard to make sense of God and prayer because anytime the pressure comes back, we trigger the same responses and we get so used to that. We just don't have the chance to take it by faith because the pressure is weighing us down. Well, at this moment, we could just say that prayer is pointless or useless because in our human point of view, it does not solve or change anything. We are in an agitated situation and it's just tough to start praying, or even when we try, it's never easy to stay composed in prayer. But the more we live under pressure with the default responses, fight or flight, we did not realize the crisis have changed us for the worse. We're never the same person. So how does the prayer of faith would help us thrive under pressure? Let's take a look at the story of the first Christians in Acts chapter 4, when the apostles and the followers of Jesus realized the threat and pressures of the human authority of their freedom. The Bible says in Acts chapter 4 verse 29 and 30, they pray this way, "And now, Lord, consider the threats and grant that your slaves may speak your message with complete boldness, while you stretch out your hand for healing, signs, and wonders to be performed through the name of your holy servant Jesus." You see here that these Christians do not fight the problem with their way or run away from it. They do not run away from the pressure, but the prayer helps them to put things in perspective. By praying, we are switching our attention to God's intention. We are shifting from natural way to God's spiritual path of living under pressure. Before, we turn our back against God, and now we turn our back against the problem. Prayer gives us space and time to reassess the situation and reevaluate the options. This Christian did not ask for power to control the pressure, but to let God take control. They pray for boldness and not an escape out of the trouble. The human wisdom may be running out of options, and that is why they came to God, who is the source of their strength. They know that in praying, they let God does what He does best, and that is to save us by changing us from the inside out for the better, to strive under pressure. You see, prayer is the road to go when we are under pressure. So my question is, what keeps us away from prayer? Because God designed prayer to keep us in God's salvation, in God's presence, and to embrace God's power. So stay calm and keep praying under pressure.